What it do? It's the people champ Paul Wall. Hey, just want to say happy birthday, Beyonce. You know, H-Town love you. You know, we proud of you. Happy birthday, Beyonce. Happy birthday, birthday grills.
It's DJ XO, and I'd like to wish the legend Beyonce a happy 40th birthday. Houston finest, we here.
I want to see Beyonce with some grills from Paul Wall. That's Houston's very own Paul Wall, baby. Queen Bee, of course, from H-Town as well. She's about to turn the big 4-0 tomorrow. And, of course, we're getting the party started right here early, right here on Start Your Day. We are talking about that and other big entertainment news this week. We have a very special guest, extra TV correspondent, Miss USA 2019, Cheslie Kryst. Thanks for starting your day with us. First, look, I want to talk about Beyonce because Queen Bee deserves all the credit, but Drake finally released his album that came out, Certified Lover Boy. I know that's a buzz. Everybody's talking about it. Somebody said it's baby making music. I don't agree with that. I know the cover, but the buzz about this album is huge.
It is. Everybody's talking about it. And I saw a few of my friends post memes talking about it. I can't wait to listen to Drake's album so I know how I've been feeling this year. Because I think he really does define for a lot of people, you know, how your year's going. You use a lot of his lyrics in your Instagram post captions and everything. And it has been funny to see like what his album cover art is. So I'm excited to listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet. I think it came out at like, what, 2 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, we were up. Believe that. So yeah, it's been. I think Lauren McCoy has already listened to half of it. I have not been able to do it. I've had other things, you know, like I try and get as much sleep as I possibly can. But Lauren McCoy says she likes what she hears so far.
Oh, good. We love it. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so switching gears now, we have a few producers on our team from Houston, and they insisted that we talked about Queen Bee turning 40 tomorrow. I am just so in awe of her. She just gets better year after year. She's on the cover of Harper's Bazaar looking more fabulous than ever. Her new collection, I love it. It's novelty, kind of Western. How do you think that she's going to celebrate this milestone? And I hear that she's been focusing on recording some new music, which I think we're all so excited about. So what have you heard about this?
Yeah, well, that was going to be my answer to that question is I hope that she drops some new music, because she did tease that in her Harper's Bazaar interview. She said that, you know, she's been working on music for the last year and a half, that this has really been a renaissance, that she feels a renaissance coming. And, you know, I think the cool thing about Beyonce is she reinvents herself every single album. Like her last solo studio album was Lemonade 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I think that for a lot of us, it was a different Beyonce than we had seen in years past. And so I'm excited for her. Obviously, she's been working on music between the Lemonade and now, but we haven't seen a solo studio album yet. We've got like Black is King, Everything is Love. So I hope that she marks 40 with an incredible new album, because I would be bumping that thing the rest of the year and into next year.
Yeah, I think we all would. And I read the article too and heard her just talking about how during this, you know, difficult time, we all need something that just celebrates life. And so if we hear something from her, it's going to just be a celebration. Ready for that.
Yeah, could you imagine that? A new Drake album and a new Beyonce album at the same time? I mean, things would go off. We would love it. It would be incredible. It would be incredible.
And don't forget, I mean, look, we're talking about that because Drake just brought his out. Beyonce's coming out. By the time Beyonce comes out with it, we'll finish Kanye's album because he's at 27 tracks. It takes about a couple of days to listen to it. Is there still that buzz around Donda that came out? We waited so long for Donda to come out with Kanye West. What's been the biggest like I don't know, like buzz that's come out since he's released that album?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have still been talking about it because it seems like the album was very personal. We saw, you know, Kim at the listening parties that he had, and so I think it had a lot of people wondering, are they still getting divorced? Because Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from Kanye West earlier this year. That made big headlines. Lately, people have been talking about, sort of speculating whether or not he admitted to cheating on Kim after they had their second child. Because in one of his songs, he says, "Here I go acting too rich, here I go with a new chick, and I know what the truth is, still playing after 2 kids." So a lot of people are thinking that those lyrics are him admitting that he cheated on Kim. after she had Saint. Obviously, they have 4 kids now, so if he did, they stayed together. But it does have a lot of people talking.
Yeah, and we watched during that that launch that he had that special listening party where she comes out in the wedding dress right after he sort of lights himself on fire. So what is the speculation? Is there any sort of possible reconciliation, or was that just all for theatrics?
I personally, I would think that was a lot, that it was for theatrics. I think there have been some reports from insiders that have talked about Kim still moving forward with the divorce. Obviously, the people who know best are Kim and Kanye, and all we can do is speculate. Nobody really knows the truth but them. So there hasn't been any other news, and I think this sort of bombshell that everybody's hearing about Kanye possibly cheating on Kim, I think it might end up changing things. But who knows? Like I said, the people who really know are just Kim and Kanye.
They keep us guessing, that's for sure.
Yeah, there was talk also that he was thinking about bringing out Donald Trump, and I would more likely for him to say Candyman 5 times in the mirror. Speaking of Candyman, I actually saw Candyman over the weekend. I liked it. Good movie. Directed by Nia DaCosta. Yeah. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I'm happy with the black girl magic. Yeah. Look, I'm going to stay positive because it was a black woman who directed it, Nia DaCosta, and she made history as the first black female director to debut a film at the top of the box office. Obviously, there's mixed reviews when it comes to it. I will admit I did not like the way how it ended, but I saw the message that was involved. Is it missing the mark somewhat from film critics, from people that you're hearing in the entertainment industry?
I have seen some mixed reviews, but I liked it, and I think that for me, like, I walked in not having seen any of the original Candyman movies, and I know that's a shock to admit to some people. Like, obviously, wow. Candyman was a really important cultural moment when it initially came out, and the story itself, I think, is important to a lot of people. But I went in blind and liked it, and thought that it was a good horror movie. And I think that's what Jordan Peele ends up bringing to a lot of people is movies that include black people and involve black people. And so for that reason, I liked it. And, it did have a few messages. I think where some critics didn't like it, I think that a lot of people have been talking about how it had so many messages and we didn't go in depth to a lot of those messages, explaining them, talking about them. Rather, there was just like a lot of stuff in the movie, but I still liked it. And, like you said, it's an incredible milestone for Nia DaCosta, being the first black woman to debut at #1 in the U.S. box office. But she's also the second highest grossing 3-day open for a black female director, second only to Ava DuVernay in time. So a lot of records broken. Nia DaCosta is going to be working on The Marvel. So incredible director, incredible team. Wow. And I'm just happy and celebrating for everybody.
Yeah, getting those kind of numbers, and we're still in the pandemic. Cheslie, it's great seeing you. Great having you on the show. Catch a new season of Extra on September 13th. For the latest in entertainment news, check your local listings.